Welcome to the Grab a Coffee podcast. I'm Alice.
And I'm Francesca.
Catch up weekly with a coffee where we chat about life running small businesses, juggling motherhood,
And tangents ranging from holiday embarrassment to female hormones and everything in between. Can I tell you how much pain I'm in?
Yeah. Why are you in pain?
Walking straight up, not holding anything, fine. Feels like a bit of a pressed bruise, but fine. Sitting down's really hard. Going downstairs is like... I've carried my 2 big yoga mat bags in today. I've had to get up and down off the floor to hand cushions out, to turn the heater on and off. I am in pain, but I think you'll be impressed.
Go on, what did you do?
I work out.
Yay!
It's only been 12 months since a proper workout.
Better late than never.
Right, so what I did was, I've got a 6 kilogram kettlebell.
Nice.
And some of it, some of the stuff that I want to do, it's not heavy enough for. Some of it, obviously, it's just right or a bit heavy. So I just wing it best I can because that's all I've got at the moment. Whoa.
So just show the cortado.
Yeah, you do.
Cortado.
Yeah, look at that, how gorgeous that is. Because we are in Nesso, in Morley, as always, because we love the coffee here. I've decided to try a flat white because I normally hate the milk, but he's promised me he'll make me a cappuccino if I don't like it, and I do like it.
Oh, that's so nice.
Right, so
anyway, back to your DOMs.
my garden's quite long.
Yeah.
So for my lunges, I don't stay still because I just fall over.
Yeah,
so
lunges.
I did the full thing's about 25 paces, but I didn't do the full thing. I went from a washing line to the end of the grass, so it might be 20. So I went up and down, holding my 6 kilogram kettlebell. Then I leant against the table and had a drink of water.
Yeah. Nice.
I was like, oh yeah, right, I can do this.
That's quite a lot, doing 6 kilo walking lunges after doing
nothing.
Yeah,
but don't forget, I do my yoga classes.
It is different. Though.
It is very different, but I am sort of doing little squats with babies and so those stretches get done all the time. So then I did a couple of stretches because I thought the pumping up nurse.
You can't walk down the stairs.
Well, I can't, but it's dangerous.
It happens to the best of us, don't worry.
So then what did I do? Then I thought, well, I've just done my legs, so I'll do something with my arms. Or did I go? I can't remember.
So you did lunges.
I can't remember the order of what I did it in, but I'll tell you what I did.
We tried to alternate.
Exactly. I was trying not to just do like hell for leather legs and then all the rest of it. So I did some sit-ups with it. All of it with my kettlebell because I wanted to add to it because there's no point doing it by half.
6 kilo, didn't have
Exactly. So I did that. Then I did it where when you go back on this sit-up and then took it back behind me and brought it back up and carried on. Yeah. So I did that. I had it.
Bloody hell, that's hard.
I leant over my picnic bench and did them.
Nice, some rows.
I did them.
Some bicep curls. I'm just telling people for those who aren't watching.
I know, it's so funny. I've got no...
It's okay.
And I have... not the right terminology for a lot of things, so it is better
you know
that
the movement, but you don't know the exercise.
It's better that Alice tells you what I'm doing. So I did that.
Lunges, weighted sit-ups, rows,
yeah, but
then arm row, bicep
then I decided
curls.
to put myself into a kind of yoga boat pose and did it.
Russian twist.
Touched it on the grass each time.
Wow!
And I had
How's your core feeling?
Well, it hurts down here. It hurts down here. It hurts.
That was her lats, her stomach, more stomach,
all down there. Yeah. Definitely all
core, entire trunk and legs.
All of
Basically, Francesca's whole body is crumbling right now.
I did some other stuff and I can't even remember it, but I had a 90s playlist on.
Oh, nice.
Which I like. See, I don't always like music in gyms. How long did you do? Well, I put my watch on after I'd done 3 exercises, and it was like over 30 minutes by the time that had finished, so a bit longer than that because
that's a good workout.
I put it on after.
Yeah.
I don't really like gym music that's like...
when I was in the gym this morning, one of the PTs, who was like standing next to me actually with his client, he just went, I'm just going to change this music. And because it was like, I'd not realised till he said, I'm going to go and change it, like how bad it was. I just kind of started zoning out from it because it was like techno, just like noise. I sound like a granny. Noise. There was no words.
It was just noise.
It was
the music
noise.
These days.
And his PT client went, oh, thank God for that. And we were both just like, she said that. I mean, it sounds like it's been made by AI.
Well, my sit-ups and my Russian things that you just mentioned, that was done to No Doubt.
Nice.
I'm just a girl living in
Nice.
captivity. So it got faster, and I was like, yeah,
Oh my
come on.
God.
I felt it then when I did that, but
Yeah, when you laugh. Oh no.
rolling over in bed was just really bad last night.
It might be even worse tonight. Have you had enough protein for recovery?
Probably.
Protein, water,
Yeah, I had
sleep.
lots of water.
Yeah. And you move quite a lot during the day, which will help. Even though it hurts, it's better
Oh.
than if you sit too long. You're going to be seized up after we've sat here.
Yeah,
for
when I
an
sat
hour.
down and then tried to get back up again, that was even worse. So, like, obviously, I've gone and done the class today, been home, I've been out to the washing line twice, all that usual mum stuff. So, actually, I am keeping.
That's good.
And
Gets the
I
blood flowing
actually
to the
like
area.
it because it means I've done something. I'm getting stronger,
Yeah, challenge your
and
body.
I feel like
Now your
because-
muscles have got to go away and repair themselves.
Well, I know,
Get
and I know I
bigger.
can't go straight into daily because it would be too painful to do again today.
Do one tomorrow.
But that's what I was thinking. If I did maybe something just to keep me going, but not as major. But once I recover from this, I'll be able to do it again. And I
Yeah.
remember from before, when I was in some sort of routine, I then was able to keep going and make
It's just
it
that
worse.
first-
It is.
the initial hit.
Yeah.
It's a shock to the system. Like last Wednesday when I started rugby training,
Yes. I was hoping you were going to explain this.
bust my lip. I didn't bust it on Wednesday. Busted it when I tried to play rugby with the boys on Friday.
I received a photo from another friend of ours, and it was a picture of Alice with a glass of wine and a blue cloth here.
With a straw.
And I was like,
Wine with
has
a
she got a
straw.
fat lip?
More than a fat lip.
Tell us about this rugby
So I
then.
went to training because Morley started the ladies team, but it was so fun. Like I would honestly, I honestly think you would really enjoy it.
I'd enjoy watching.
No, I think you'd enjoy doing it. Like all the women, it was just such a variety of women, different ages, different fitness abilities, mums with teenagers, like mums who are just joined because, oh, well, me two boys play, so I thought I'd just bob along. Like,
Okay, yeah, love
it's
that.
just such an array. There was women who'd played before, and then obviously like women who hadn't. Like some of them had literally never touched a rugby ball before, so it was just fantastic. Did that. It was so much nicer than I thought it was going to be. I think there were about 26 people turn up for the first training session, which was great. Loved it. I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to run because I'm not a runner. I don't enjoy running.
But isn't
I
it
don't
just
run
like short
ever.
little sprints and then you chuck the ball?
Yeah, so that's what Liam said. It was like, you're not going to be doing like long distance.
Around the pitch four
but
times.
when, the warm up, right, we're going to run around the pitch. I thought,
no, here we go.
But I was actually
School
fine.
PE.
I think my heart rate does get elevated a lot when I'm lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, I don't know it does because I have to sit down sometimes. And then obviously I do try and walk.
Mm-hmm.
So my level of fitness, I guess, is higher than I thought it was for running. So yeah, I was fine with the running. I was really shocked myself. However, Thursday, I was like, oh, I'm not even aching. Buzzing. Thursday afternoon, go to the gym. Thursday evening, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. My front of my legs, like my top of my thigh and my hip flexors were just getting tighter and tighter.
Oh, yoga.
And tighter. I was like, what is happening? So I was just rubbing them. I was
So
rubbing
much
them
so
with
it gave you an Irish accent.
Yeah. Tight like a tiger.
Tighter and tighter.
And then Friday morning,
Could you not walk?
struggled to get out of bed.
Oh. And this is weekly.
So I think it's just because running just uses such specific muscles that
that's
I
true.
never ever run. Like when I say I don't run, the most running I'll do is chasing Elodie if she's run away from me in town.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's 6 paces.
yeah, 10 if I'm really unlucky. But then after Friday, it was fine. I started recovering. Well, and then on Friday, I was like, oh, I'm going to go to. They said to us on Wednesday, "Geez, everyone wants to come to Touch and Pass." It is with the boys, but it's inclusive. So anyone, you're all invited. A couple of girls have been going. So I was like, yeah. I'm just going to swig my coffee because it's going cold.
So that's where you got injured, is it?
So went to Touch and Pass. I was the first girl to arrive, so I was a bit nervous. Very nervous. Oh, God. Actually, only 2 of us turned up in those 6 and said they were going to go. Me and my new friend I've made called Amelia. And then we were standing, like, waiting to start. And then Amelia went, oh, my God, they're picking teams. Well, yeah, I know. Francesca's face. So I went, oh, God, we're going to be picked last. But she's from New Zealand, and she played rugby sevens in New Zealand. And I was like, wonder if they know your background, because obviously I don't play rugby. And I just said, oh God, I'm going to be last. So I just zoned out. And then all of a sudden, two of them, Alice, it's you. And I've been picked. And there was about 5 other people left to be chosen.
Ooh.
I know. I don't know if it's because I kind of know one of the lads. And I was like, oh, Declan, thank you so much. He was like, all right.
Yeah, whatever, just don't look at me.
I was like, yeah. Anyway, so we start, and then about 10 minutes in, a guy gets carried off.
Oh.
Because he's got his ankle is like crumpled on the floor.
Oh.
I found out later on that Liam told me he's meant to be going to America on a scholarship in like 3 weeks for sports. Apparently he did the same thing last year at football, like just went over on something and postponed. I was like, why is he even play? Like, why would you even?
Yeah.
But whatever. So he was sat on the side, and then his mum eventually had to come pick him up.
Oh.
Everyone's like, oh, girls, it's not normally this like rough at TMP. 5 minutes later, someone steps into me, and I'm just suddenly feeling a big
So that's a
pain
foot.
in my mouth.
That was a foot that did that.
Back and his elbow went into my face.
Okay.
2 of us were running to tag the same person.
Right.
I think what had happened was he'd stepped away from the guy and into me. And I didn't realise it was my lip at the start. I actually thought it was my tooth. Because it hit my lip.
You were panicking about how much it was going to cost.
Well, more the vanity side. So
yes.
I was like, oh my God, my tooth. I don't want to be toothless, because it was like a second one in. I know.
Be like this.
So that was my first thought, was that. And then someone went, oh, you're bleeding. It's your lip. And I looked, and I put my hands in my mouth, and then it was pouring out onto my hands, and then I could feel it pooling.
We do bleed a lot from the head and face area, don't we?
Yeah, your lips are so vascular. So then it's funny because I saw you on Friday, didn't I? So it just happened since Friday.
I know.
It's only Tuesday.
Yeah, because I'd only just been with you, and then I'm getting that picture from Alison with you and your bust lip.
Like 6 hours later. So I obviously had to leave the pitch. And I didn't know what to do, because I've never been injured. Like, I've never, even as a child, like I wasn't really like an injury-prone child. Like, I just don't really get.
Yeah.
Even if I did get knocked, I've never broken a bone or anything. I don't know what I don't know what to do. When I said it's your lip, I thought, what do you mean? And then I and then I thought, I have to get my phone out. Someone started bringing some like wipes and stuff, and I was sat on the side. And I know it's bad, but I really didn't want to cry in front of the boys. And I know you shouldn't feel like you can't cry, but I just didn't want to be that girl. And I'm very much like with Elodie, like, it's okay to cry, it's okay to like, show your emotions, but I know how you feel. I thought, I can't cry in front of the whole like
rugby
pitch of lads.
Yeah.
Like, no, so I just forced myself not to cry. The pain wasn't even that bad. It was the shock of all the blood, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't even hurting that much.
Did you just swill it out and spit it out?
I was just spitting blood out. And then the lad who did it was like, oh, what do you need? I was like, I don't know. You play rugby.
Yeah, they must have seen bust lips
before. Do you
before.
think you need like some wipes, some ice? I'm not a nurse. Like, I'm literally...
I tell you what, I'll have a wine and leave it at that.
Okay. Yeah, wipes and ice I think is probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So a couple of people started coming out the bar area, because they'd obviously heard something, because he'd gone in asking
blood on the pitch.
Yeah, so come out, and then they're like, oh, Alice, what's happened? And then they're like, oh, I don't know, you might need stitches. And I've done it. It's almost to my lip line.
Whoa.
All the way through. So like I could poke my tongue through like a triangle. I kept going like that.
Oh.
It was horrible. Yeah. So then I had to wipe my bloody hands so I could go past my beige jacket into my bag to get my phone. So loads of things started going for it. So first I had, oh my God, it's my tooth. Then my next thought, when I realised it was my lip, was, oh my God, my lip blush, because my lips are tattooed, aren't they? I thought,
of course.
Am I going to have a patch when
it's sealed? And then you're going to have it done over that really sore bit.
Which they probably can't do, because it'll be scar tissue. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. We'll report back in a couple of weeks when it's healed.
It'll heal.
And then my next thought was, oh my God, my silk pillowcases are going to get ruined. And I'm sure that a man has never had any of those thoughts when he's busted his lip on a rugby pitch.
Sleep on a towel.
So I yeah, I took my pillowcase off and put some normal ones on while it's healing. But
I've done that to my lip before, riding a horse.
really, how?
Yeah, cantering through a wood, and then there's been like roots coming through the ground, so the horse has just done like a little hop. But because we were crouching from the trees,
Oh,
and my head was
no.
down by the horse's neck.
Oh, you bashed.
I wasn't ready for it, and the neck just did that in time for a
Ooh.
branch to do that.
Oh, double whammy.
Straight in my face. I didn't mind the horse's neck knocking me because that was just natural. It was part of the canter. We carried on, and I was just going to lean back down
I didn't know
again.
you were like into horse road.
Yeah.
I know you obviously be taking minis for those horsey days.
Desperate to get on one with her.
Oh,
Desperate.
Yeah, that'd be really lovely.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
Horsey.
yeah, that'd be so fun to go together.
Yeah, definitely.
Thing.
We could share a private lesson. It's quite pricey, but we only go every now and again anyway. We could share a private lesson because then I'll just trot round because I can
When's your birthday?
do it September. Do it for that.
Birthday present.
And then she will get all the attention from the teacher on what to do and doing it properly.
Anyway,
yeah, I don't need a lead rein.
Yeah.
Just come on, squeeze your legs, kick. Yeah.
Oh, that's fab.
Yeah, started when I was 6.
Oh, wow.
So you're going back to rugby?
So Liam, I am actually. But
yeah,
Liam
I know.
On Friday night was like, prepping me, you're going to be in a world of pain for like a week.
Yeah,
just to
no.
warn you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. So I like took ibuprofen, paracetamol before I went to bed. I've been like cleaning it, putting Sudocrem on, like really looking after it. It's nearly bloody healed. I've just got the last bit of scab to drop off, and it's only been. So I did it on Friday. It's now Tuesday.
Yeah.
For the past 2 days, he's been calling me Wolverine because he's like, "How are you healing so fast?" I said, "I don't think it's me healing fast. I think it's that you heal slowly."
I was gonna say, when you see like, I know rugby and football is different, but whenever I've seen men play football, it's just a massive wuss fest. Oh, shut up and get on with it. You see the women play, they spit the blood out and they crack on. Nobody stops, do they?
Liam's definitely not like a footballer.
No.
But I think he genuinely
But it might be the man thing where they
he just heals badly. He's a
Oh.
very sickly person. Like
Oh.
if there's an illness in the house,
he gets
he's
it.
ill. I'll normally bypass it. Like
I can bypass it, yeah.
I'm never like super ill. Or if he's really ill, I might get like a bit of a cold. But he's always just like not 100%. So I think he's just got like a white blood cell count or something. I don't know, but he's shocked. He's like actually shocked at the rate that my lip's healing.
By the time you're back at training, it'll be gone.
By tomorrow training, it'll be nearly finished healing. So yeah, I've had a very chaotic weekend.
Good way?
I've had a nice weekend, but then on Sunday went to the woods in Doncaster with my friends for this like literacy thing. They had it was really lovely. It was like a free event, and they had like some reading tents up and like some activity things set up. So they like painted a fairy door, and they kept every like half an hour maybe. It seemed quite frequent. They were doing stories in this tent, like under this gazebo. It was really nice, but got home and realised I've lost my Garmin watch in the woods. So there's.
Oh my god!
It was a present from Liam, and it was really old. It was like it was when we first moved to Morley, so like 8 years ago. But still, like
yeah, I know.
It's just sad, isn't it? Because it was like when it was like we were out of uni. We just started
it symbolises such a special time.
We were renting our first house.
Yeah.
We just started earning like proper pay,
grown up money.
Yeah. And that was the first.
But if it's 8 years old, it's probably not going to have certain updates. You probably would going to want to change it.
To track my bloody steps and read the time, so I'm a bit annoyed. But I'm actually wondering about whether there's only 2 places that I think it's fallen out. I think it either fell out when we're entering the woods, in which case it's been stolen because it was like on a main path. Or I took it off my wrist to put it in my pocket because it doesn't track steps when I'm pushing the pram. So I've either missed my pocket or it may have fallen out when I did a wee behind a tree. In which case,
it could still be there. It'd just be covered in dog wee.
Yeah, and my wee potentially. It was a very secluded area. So
okay.
I am wondering about going back at the weekend. or sobbing to my mum, and then she'll be like, "Oh, I'll go and look for you," and I'm like, "Okay, mummy, thank you."
It was the fourth tree after the bit in the wall.
I'll just have to video. I can picture it. If she video called me, I'd be able to tell her which tree.
Direct her in.
Like,
can you imagine witnessing that? Tell you what you can do. There's I don't know whether it's an app or how it works, but you can join this sort of directory of people who, if you were blind and you were struggling with something in the moment, you could tap to press somebody in this directory. It FaceTimes the person and you say, I'm in the supermarket, I need the XYZ type. So you put the FaceTime up and the person can say, okay, end of the shelf, 3 bottles along, and they can feel so they can help you with something.
Someone who's in the forest, in the woods.
Yeah, exactly. That would be so funny.
It does feel like it's a bit of a taking the piss out of the resources for that service, though, doesn't it?
No, I didn't mean for that service. It was just something that came into head that I thought that was pretty cool. And that would be what you'd be doing with your mum.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant do it.
Do that.
If anyone's in the woods. It's a bit cheeky if I just go, all right, yeah.
And also it might be covered in wee.
So it's just, you have a really nice weekend, and then I just got home and then that just like tainted it. I was like, really
that's
annoying.
A real dampener. That's horrid.
How was your weekend? I love your earrings, by the way.
Oh, do you? Thank you.
What's on them?
It's like little flowers, so they're not like an exact.
Oh, they're lovely.
So I think it's like clay.
Yeah,
so I should just put loads of flowers or something
polymer.
into. Probably. It's a mum that came to my classes, not around the similar time that you will have done.
Okay.
And she makes them. She has a little Etsy shop.
Oh, really? What's her name? What's her shop called?
Oh,
you can't remember.
It's been a while. I'll find out.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Got quite a few. Got some big gold hoops with this stuff and a blue heart hanging off it. So I love like the big. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're good fun. I'll wear them on the next pod.
I want to, because I always wish to wear my little gold hoops, but yeah, it is. I need to start changing my earrings up a bit. I wore different earrings when it was the festival the other weekend, and I did enjoy having like
something fun and different.
And for summer, especially, I think it's nice to just have like a chunky or a different earring.
Yeah,
they're really nice.
And what did I do? I don't know. I don't think I did anything really.
Oh, that's nice. Why weekend?
Yeah. Oh, we went to Jumperoos. So that the kids could jump on trampolines into foam pits.
Is that like similar to jumping?
Yeah. Yeah. It's quite good.
Did you go in?
No, but I regretted it. I said to the kids, next time, shall we jump as well? And they were like,
did you and Mark both not go in?
No, we didn't. Well, Tristan's 6 and a bit. So we kind of like, oh, isn't this nice? We'll have a coffee. But it's crap in those places. So,
actually. Yeah, we should have just gone in.
I said to them, next time, should we jump with you? And they were like, yeah. So that was really cute.
How was your pelvic floor?
Oh, fine. Yeah. If I needed a wee and did it, then obviously I'm asking for trouble. Yeah. But
mine varies depending on where I am in my cycle.
Yes, because it gets heavier, doesn't it? Your body, inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, that's how it feels, doesn't it? And it's padding out. It definitely presses on things.
Yeah, like it's fine normally, but then sometimes I'll just like sneeze and be like, oh.
Are you still in awe of our guest last episode? I am.
Yeah, because when this comes out, everyone will have listened.
It'll have been
to
the last
Brit.
episode.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really excited because we told her she got to come back because we couldn't fit.
Well, she has to. We have to talk about more.
What was your like main takeaway? What did you love? Can you remember it? It was over an hour long.
I know, but then when you said we better stop, it's nearly an hour, and it was like 50 something minutes. I was like, it feels like 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then it ended up being like an hour and 10. By the time we actually stopped,
that could easily have been a 2-hour pod.
Oh God.
So yeah, feeling heard and accepted, and like, why the hell haven't I got an hour where I can chill out on that first day or the day before it comes, things like that.
Understanding
and feeling
why you feel like shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And kind of like going, okay, but pulling it in with the moon and learning. I know she only was able to touch on a few things, and we will do more of that. But what's classed as normal in between these sort of things, that's classed as normal, and that isn't. So what we should have been learning about stuff like that.
Yeah, it was just really it's quite empowering, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the word.
Like oh my God, I finally understand.
Yeah,
It's just stupid, isn't it, that we don't get taught it when we're kids or at school. Like,
I wonder what it is now. I wonder what they're actually getting taught now, because I don't think I remember.
Daisy?
Yeah, I have, because I remember in primary school getting sent home with this sheet to show me what she'd learn. Very age specific stuff. So in nursery, they start talking about, keeping your hands to yourself, and they do the NSPCC pants thing.
Yeah.
So anything in that area is yours and it's private. And then as they get older, they learn more stuff. But I honestly don't think she's ever learned properly.
Like the science, basically. Like,
yeah, because it is.
the hormones, learning about the actual whys and... Yeah.
And how it's not just the bleed. I always used to think that it was that while you were bleeding, that was your cycle, that was you menstruating, that was whatever it was.
Yeah,
and then the rest of the time it's
not-
irrelevant. You're like a man,
fine,
it's fine.
quote,
Yeah.
unquote, fine, but you're not.
But
Yeah.
it's our entire life and our entire being and existence. Whether you believe about the pull from the moon or not, I do. You are in this. And when she looked on my tracker, counted where I was, what was the phase she called it?
You were luteal. We were both luteal.
Yes. So that was supposed to have come yesterday. It hasn't, but that's fine. That's just what it does. But
And now you know that it's not your bleed that's late. It would have been your
oh,
ovulation.
yeah. That's only according to the app that it's late. I don't really know because, and that's why I'm tracking, because it's
anyway.
Exactly. It's
Which
all.
we'll learn more about on the next time we have her on, because we couldn't even get to perimenopause.
Yeah, we got through the stages, didn't we? So you're birthing, you're childbearing, being a woman.
Yeah, I'm in the mothering.
I'm wild.
Yeah, you're a wild woman.
One step away from crone, but I'm going to
funny.
stay wild as long as possible.
Just go from wild to wildest.
Yeah.
Crone.
That's it. That's that
That
white.
needs changing,
That's
doesn't
the
it?
white strip now.
Yeah.
You can literally see where I'm like was young and now I'm not.
That's a really nice colour though.
It's crazy.
But it's a really like
It just goes.
it's a right the fact that it blends in with your blonde.
It carries on the whole way down as well. That's all grey.
It's a really nice grey. Some people dye their hair that colour. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna
Well, I always when I got to
embrace it, what are you
40,
gonna
I
do?
was like, oh yeah, maybe when I'm 50, I'll do that thing where you go silver. And then I was like, actually, that's not that old. Can I do that when I'm 60 instead?
But I think sometimes like if you try and fight it, you end up aging yourself
Yeah, maybe.
by trying to look younger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll
I
show you
don't want
someone
to
I
be
follow on
grey.
Instagram who's got amazing grey curly hair, and she just like looks like so fabulous. Like, someone who just like she just owns it. She's just
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
But I feel like if she dyed it, I think somehow she would look like mutton dressed as lamb.
My hair, my hair was
You gotta be
very,
careful,
very
yeah.
dark. I will
Is it
show-
naturally dark? Is it naturally blonde? Or is it more
Probably.
like mine?
Yeah, it probably is more
Maybe
like
mine's
yours,
a bit dark
actually.
today 'cause it needs washing.
But if I go pre-COVID, I was Tristan climbing the flipping fence. If I go pre-COVID, used to get his tiny toes in the gaps and climb up the
Aw.
fence. I've got to be somewhere doing a selfie with
No
the kids.
photos of you. It's all
No,
photos of the
exactly.
kids.
Oh, well, actually, that's when my hair was more like your colour.
Is that natural?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
It's
kind of like mine.
there were greys. I was dyeing it, but it was as close to as I
Yeah.
could get.
You look like a different person.
I know I do, yeah. But I have been really dark.
You suit blonde.
I prefer it. Thank you. I do prefer it.
Does your natural colour go lighter in summer? Like if you're on holiday in the sun for 2
Yeah,
weeks?
as a teenager, and I used to get like
Mine would go white
when it
blonde
was
over
natural,
summer.
and I'd be in the sun. Those little wispy bits in there would go lighter. And me and my cousin went through a stage of trying to streak it with lemon
Same.
juice.
I did that.
You knew what I was going to say, didn't you?
Well, the
That
year I
sun in
started
stuff.
uni, my hair is like yellow from all the yellow lemon juice I put in it.
Oh,
Like-
I can't find it, but yeah, that's pretty much. I was dyeing it because I was still going grey even back
Yeah.
then, but But no, I went blonde in lockdown because I was just grey, and it's a pain. It's a pain to maintain blonde, but it's also more of a pain if I'm that colour and these strips are completely
God,
blonde.
yeah,
You
at
tie
least
it
the
up
grey,
and you've
like,
got badger stripes.
The grey blends with the blonde. Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it?
Some people aren't even grey at my age.
My mum's not. She's in her 50s.
Oh, my
She's
mum's
not
been
grey
grey
yet.
since
My dad is.
high school.
Oh, wow. I was at school with a girl who started going grey at 16.
Mm.
Her natural colour was jet black, though, so she just dyed. It's easy.
Mum's is very dark. Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
easy to just dye it jet black when
Yeah,
it's just a bit more tricky when you've got your natural colours more like mixed,
yeah.
like mine.
Because if you started getting the odd grey, you could just get some little highlights put in
Yeah,
eventually, and then just gradually build it up if you wanted.
yeah. I'd probably just
Are you going to go for it? Are you going to let it happen?
I'd probably just leave
Are you
it.
getting
And
any?
so
Can't see now.
I'm not getting any.
No.
So I'm only 32. I should hope like I've got a little bit of time. It depends if I take it after my mum or my dad, because I think my dad's probably grey started coming through when he was in his 40s.
Oh, well.
I'm not really bothered.
See what happens.
I don't think at the moment I'm not bothered. I might feel different when it starts happening, but Liam's younger brother started going grey. And he's only in his 20s.
He's younger.
Yeah, 26, 27. But he's just whatever. It's my hair, like. But box dyes on men are not. It's not a good look, that is it?
The eyebrows and beard.
I don't know, like it's a bit infuriating, isn't it? Because men, when they go grey, everyone's like, "Oh, silver fox," but when a woman goes grey, it's like, "Oh, she let herself go."
Oh, crone.
Yeah, crone. Exactly. Just back to crones. I just wanted to say to everyone, like all the listeners, if you've listened to Brit's podcast from last week, or our podcast with Brit on as the guest, she's going to come back. So if you've got any specific questions, we're going to cover mid to later life with her.
Yeah, from
post-mothering
stage onwards. But if there's questions about what you've heard or what's to come.
Any kind of questions related to menstrual cycle, menstrual health, then send them over and we'll be recording that. I don't know when. Whenever.
We will get there, but we can always ask. We can always get the Q&A from Brit, can't we?
Just do a Q&A with her. I can message her. Because she
it was really good.
Such an interesting person.
Yeah.
It's really opened my eyes and made me want to talk about even more with Elodie.
Yeah. Because by the time she's old enough, it'll be so normal and so talked about and so this is who we are rather than something that happens to us.
I wonder, like, every generation thinks that. Like, do you reckon your mum probably thought, oh, for Francesca it'll be more talked about? My mum probably thought, oh, it'll be more talked about for the girls.
I don't know.
Do you think every generation just thinks this is the generation?
No, I think we will make a difference.
Yeah.
I think it's changed more than it ever has.
Okay.
With this lot. Like,
that's
say...
Good.
Maybe from my age down, that everybody now that's an adult.
Yeah.
I think that we're going to change it. Yeah.
And more
hugely
open to counselling, open to talking about mental health, physical well-being, everything. That's true. That's true. Whereas if we tried to talk to our parents about, like, do you want to see a therapist?
Yeah. that was the language of 1,000 generations. That was amazing.
Like,
you speak 1960s. Yeah. Just get on with it. What's the matter with you?
There was nothing like that in my day.
Yeah, nobody was autistic back then.
Okay. I was like, when I was at school, like, no one was diagnosed with ADHD or autism.
They were just told they were naughty.
Who threw chairs at the blackboard and was naughty and got sent out to sit in the corridor.
Exactly. Horrible.
Or got the willies out.
Oh, God.
It's not funny.
Little boys in the willies. Honestly, my friend had a teacher had to have a word with her. This was when they were in nursery, and her son and another little boy had gone to toilet at the same time to wee because they wanted to cross over the wheeze, which is hilarious.
It is. When we were in the woods on Sunday, and Elodie weed behind a tree, and I weed behind a tree, and then Elodie's friend Tyler just stood up and weed, and she was like, "Oh, Tyler can wee like that because he's got a penis." And I was like,
well done.
Yeah,
that's good.
Because he's a boy, mummy, and boys have penis.
Like,
although I think she's calling it a peanut. I think she's saying...
Oh, that could be insulting.
Oh, is that your peanut? I'm sure she's saying peanut. I'm like, it's penis. Yeah, that's what I said, peanut. Okay. Sure. And Mummy, you're a girl and you have a vagina, and I'm a girl, so I have a vagina.
Oh, really good.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's good, though. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Knowing it, saying it, the right words, and cracking on as normal, because it is just a body part.
Technically, it's vulva and your vagina's the
There's so
inside
many
bit, isn't
different
it?
bits and bobs, but yeah, leave it
Liam
at
won't
that
let
for
me
now.
teach a vulva. He was like, oh. I'm like, well, anatomically, the outside bit is your vulva. Just because society doesn't like that word, it doesn't make it less true.
Yeah. Can you imagine if nobody liked to say the word elbow and we could all just say,
What would you call it?
how weird would
your
that
arm
be?
joint.
Yeah, the little ball on the end.
Yeah, that little.
Why would
nubbin.
that be a thing? I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Vulva. Yeah, because I've said it before, and he was like, "Why are you saying that?" And I was like, "Because it is. My vagina's inside."
Yeah, that's the only bit. It's only like that much of the whole of our anatomy is called
Like,
vagina.
who chose to call the whole of it vagina instead
Exactly.
of vulva? Like,
when
what?
there's so many parts.
Yeah. What the main bit? I don't know. I'm a bit in a bit of a conundrum about that, because I want her to know what I never knew that it was that.
No, God,
I never knew that.
I told you what our sex ed was at school.
I only found out about 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, it's as an adult.
When I think from following parenting Instagram pages
and baby
that have
things,
said
and
you need to use the anatomically correct term, and I'm like, what? Oh, what? That's the what?
And there's Tristan running around shouting about his widget because that's what he calls it. But he does know the proper word.
So I was thinking the other day,
Yeah.
like, because we're reading an octopus book, and in do you know the Octopants book?
Oh no.
No. Anyway, it's about an octopus who needs some octopants. But it says octopi, and so
because that's plural.
Yeah, so Lily's like octopi, and I explained to her it's hard to say octopuses.
Oh
Yeah, but we say do we say peni?
No, we just say penis, and that's
it. Or is
it.
it penis and penis?
Maybe like
penis?
sheep, you just say
Like
sheep.
sheep. I don't know why I was thinking about this. There's no continuity.
Well, that's why the English language is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm always so impressed with foreign people. Like, well done to you.
Yeah.
Most of the languages follow a pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
She keeps asking me, because she's been learning Spanish at nursery, she's like, she'll be doing numbers, and she'll go, Mummy, Sete, is that a boy or a girl? I'm like, it's just it's number 7. It's just a number. I think it's a girl. Okay, then.
Because they've been taught that La or El is the feminine or masculine word for things.
I don't know. I don't know if they've got into that much depth.
Yeah, surely not. Surely they're just doing like, hola, get down.
Yeah,
Estoy
basically.
bien.
Yeah, basically.
That's what Minnie and Tristan's online Spanish class is. It's a little song at the beginning, and it's ¿qué tal? And then all
they did
the
some animals last week.
Things.
She can
Yeah.
count to 10. She can say hola.
Brilliant.
Adios, buenas noches.
Yeah.
We say buenas noches every night at bedtime.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was asking me like the genders for all these numbers, and I was like, the number. And then I was thinking, do you think that English numbers have genders? I don't know how to explain this.
I don't know.
I have a language degree. I'm on that bombshell.
I've no idea what they said, but I've got a language degree.
Okay. That was a lovely catch up.
That's enough of our chat for today.
I hope that your DOMs subside quickly.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
Back on it tomorrow.
I like the pain.
You can update our listeners again soon.
Bye.